The underwater world is a colourful place, and rainbow fish are some of the most vibrant inhabitants. They come in a variety of crazy patterns and hues, but among them one species truly stands out: the mesmerising Boesemani Rainbowfish. These fish are known worldwide for their stunning display of yellow and blue, but did you know there's an even rarer version? Get ready guys, because last year I found something extraordinary at my local fish store, and now a year later they are back. But yeah, let's start from the start. So about a year ago, I went to my local fish store, Wholesale Tropicals. For anyone wondering, they are in Bethnal Green, London. And I remember I was walking through the store, looking at all the individual tanks, just seeing what they have. And as I was walking around, I suddenly noticed this particular tank that seemed to have these very special rainbow fish. Like, they caught my eye straight away, because the Boesemani rainbow fish that were in that tank, they were so bright. Like, they were definitely still Boesemani rainbow fish, but their colours looked like they were dipped in like a special colour boosting liquid, I swear. And when I looked at the label, they were labelled as Red Boesemani Rainbowfish. I had never heard of them before. So of course I done some quick research and I asked about them, and it turns out that they are just normal Boesemani Rainbowfish. However, these have been specifically bred with like other strong coloured rainbow fish to eventually achieve this deep orange, almost red colour. And yo, the footage honestly doesn't do it justice. They are so bright. Like, so much brighter than your usual Boesemani Rainbowfish. And keep in mind, at the stores there were tiny babies, and even there, they were so bright. I already knew when they grow older that they were going to be beautiful. But yeah, I fell in love immediately and I scooped up 2 straight away. Now, they were going to join my normal Rainbowfish, which at the time was still in my Roma 200. And I was excited, but at the same time I was a little worried, because during that time my Moray Eel Lily was still in the Roma 200 as well, and she was very well known to go after smaller fish. So yeah, I was definitely a little worried, but I decided to take the risk and I put them inside my Roma 200, and luckily it worked out great. My Moray eel did not eat them, nor did anyone else in the aquarium. And a few months later, as they were starting to grow, yo, their colours were so crazy. Like, I've never seen rainbow fish like this before, ever in my life. Now, of course, immediately I thought to myself, well, I need to go back to Wholesale Tropicals and get some more, because they are amazing. And the crazy thing is, they were only a few pounds more than the normal Boesemani Rainbowfish. So that following weekend, I went straight back to Wholesale Tropicals, but by the time I went back, all of the Red Boesemani Rainbowfish were gone. Now, I wasn't really that surprised, so I just stayed patient, and every single time I went into Wholesale Tropicals after that, I always made sure I walked past that particular aquarium just to double check if they had those Red Boesemani Rainbowfish back in stock. However, months went by, and after each visit my hopes were starting to dwindle a little bit more every single time, until eventually got to a point where I just gave up. However, a few days ago something extraordinary happened. I walked into Wholesale Tropicals and I walked around the whole store once again, just looking around, seeing what they had in, looking at all the new stock and everything like that. And there was this zebra hillstream loach that really caught my eye, so I picked up one of them. But that was just one fish, and I thought to myself, yo, it's been a while since I've been to the fish store. I wanted to grab like maybe 1 or 2 more fish, so I thought, let me just do one last little circle around the store. And then, people, I couldn't believe it. I don't know how I walked past them the first time I walked around the store, but when I walked past that usual tank, well, that one time that had the Red Boesemani Rainbowfish, well, they had new ones in. And I recognized them straight away, people. Like, the colours were so bright. And yeah, I did not hesitate. As soon as I saw them, I picked up 2 straight away. However, this time I picked up a male and a female, because they were selling them as pairs. Now, here's the thing, people. I did have a small dilemma. You see, these were baby Boesemani Rainbowfish once again. And at this point, my Boesemani Rainbowfish, like the adult ones, they are all in my Roma 240, with my Moray eel, who is much bigger now, and my Stormy Catfish, and my Archer fish. And yeah, all of these fish, they have big mouths, and they will eat anything that can fit in their mouth, and these baby rainbow fish will definitely fit in their mouth. So I could not put them in the Roma 240, which means I only really had the choice between my 200 litre and my Fluval Flex. Now, with my 200 litre, I've got my rope fish in there, and I have my African butterfly fish, both of them could potentially eat those. However, in my Fluval Flex, I've got all of my cherry shrimps which would all end up as little snacks for the rainbow fish. So the question was, do I risk the babies in the big aquarium or do I risk my cherry shrimp in the small aquarium? And I kind of decided to put them in my Fluval Flex because there are over 1,000 cherry shrimps in there, and if they do eat a few, it's not the end of the world. However, if I do see my population going really low, I'll just move them over to my 200 litre because my rope fish should be fine with them. And the African butterfly fish, they only really chill by the surface. However, right now they are literally tiny, so I do want them to grow just a little bit bigger before I try them out in the 200 litre. Alright, cool people, it's been a few days now. I'm actually editing the video that you are watching right now, and yeah, I just wanted to give it a few days just to see how the fish are settling in. And yeah, let's start with the Hillstream Loach. So the Hillstream Loach is doing amazing. Now, it's not your usual Hillstream Loach, it's the Gastromyzon zabrinus, and yeah, they've got a really cool and unique pattern. Now, I only got one because I wasn't really sure how it would interact with my Moray eel. It was a bit of an experiment, but luckily so far it looks like my Moray eel is not going after it. She's not interested at all, and she's leaving the Hillstream Loach alone, so I might actually pick up a few more. Now with the rainbow fish, yo people, they look amazing in the aquarium. Now keep in mind they are still babies right now, so they are going to get brighter, but of course I do have the two other ones that I got last year. When the red Boesemani is next to a normal one, you can see the color difference. Like, one is literally a deep orange, almost red, and the other is just the usual yellow and blue. And don't get me wrong people, those Boesemani Rainbowfish still look amazing, the ones who are half blue and half yellow. It's just the red ones or deep orange, they're just on a whole nother level. So yeah, if you want to get Boesemani Rainbowfish and you can get your hands on some red Boesemani Rainbowfish, I would highly recommend that. Now, one last thing I want to talk to you guys about is something specific that I saw at the fish store last time I was there, and that is a polydarium. And yeah people, I think I'm going to try set one up. I was going to leave it as a surprise, but I thought, you know what, if you're still watching up until this point, I might as well reveal it to you guys. So yeah, I am going to look into that, and potentially we might set up a polydarium soon. So if you are still watching, let me know in the comments, what should I look into? I was thinking maybe we can put some crabs in the polydarium. I was also playing with the idea of maybe adding a newt, but honestly right now I really don't know. So if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments down below. Now, to enjoy your rainbow fish, you are going to need crystal clear aquarium water, and I made a whole video on how to achieve that, so I would highly recommend that you check out this video next.